What's happening, people? It's 8 o'clock. Yes, I'm here. Welcome to another edition of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Longhorn the comedian. And yes, I'm about 30 seconds late because I was sitting here playing with my computer, dreaming, doing stuff I probably shouldn't be doing, but I was doing it anyway. So just want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for visiting. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit like or love as you come in. Let me know that you've been here because that's kind of important. I appreciate it if you did that. Man, I hope you had a great week. I've had an awesome week, a great week, a spectacular week, an interesting week. Went to Kansas City and then spent some time here in St. Louis for a change and uh, had a show last night. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Did a show here in St. Louis. I don't get a chance to perform in St. Louis often, so I appreciate the opportunity to do such. I was at the Shade Restaurant and Bar, and able to perform with some guys I came up in the game with, which was really, really kind of cool. You can see the pictures on my Facebook page. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little nervous about it because honestly, I don't get a chance to perform in St. Louis often. And these are the comedians who I came up with, the guys who, when I got back into comedy, these were the guys I was performing with. And some of them knew me when I started comedy and before I had that 10-year hiatus. So to get their accolades and for them to see me perform last night and the accolades that I received afterwards, yeah, it really meant a lot. It did. I was on cloud nine. I was. So excuse the cough, but it was great. And like I say, I'm still riding that cloud, so I'm kind of happy about that. Hope everybody's doing great. Don't forget to hit like, love when you come in. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you've been here. Let me know that you're checking me out. Even if you don't stay for the whole show, just give me some likes, give me some love. I'd appreciate that. I am working on a new thing that well, it's not really new, but I'm going to share my screen real quick so I can show it to y'all. Nope, I guess I closed it out, so I guess I can't share it with you. But I'm really working on this thing on I want to get a Ford commercial, so I figure I'm gonna put it out there and see what happens. I've been working on a picture that was taken last night, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. See if we can get 1,000 shares out of it. So let me look into my magic mirror. Come on, y'all? Give me some likes, give me some love. Let me know that you guys are here. I don't know you're here unless you hit the like or the love. And I'm starting to see. Let me see. I see James. I see Ethel. I see Jeff always giving me crap. God, I love that guy, but he's always busting my balls. But I would, you know what? I wouldn't expect anything different from him. I see you, Miss Heidi. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. I do. Like I said, it's been an interesting week, and I'm kind of glad getting ready to start the next week. This week I'm going to Nebraska and South Dakota. Yeah, always fun. So I was going to ask the question, and that I had a little banner made up for it and everything. And you guys can just, I'm gonna put it up, and you guys can just, well, that's the like of love. Where is it at? Do. Oh, here it is. No, it's scrolling down at the bottom. Are we headed for another shutdown lockdown? I'm not gonna talk about it. I just want you to leave the comments for me over in my comment section on my page, okay? So again, don't forget to hit like, love. Let me know that you stopped by. I appreciate it. So tonight, let's just get to the message. The message is really simple. And yes, there's a reason why I'm getting straight to the message is because I'm going to watch Suicide Squad tonight. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to go do that. But my message tonight, the topic, well, the name of it is I didn't do it and I own it. And what does that mean? Where did that come from? It's like, you didn't do it, but you own it. Yeah, I'm owning it. This came about from last weekend when I was in Louisville. I was talking to this young man who is not a comedian, but he's a comedic writer. And he came to the show because he read my bio. You know, he checked out to know who's all on the show and everything. He read my bio and said, he wanted to come and have a conversation with me. So we talked, and he looked at me and he goes, well, I've watched you perform. You're very funny. You're very good. I've seen your stuff online. I've read your web page and everything. Like, you're very accomplished. But why haven't you gone further in comedy than you have? Yeah, I had to pause. And I say, young man, that's a very good question. And I will tell you why. It's my fault. I own it. He goes, well, what do you mean? I said, I didn't work. I haven't worked hard enough. I didn't push hard enough. I didn't, there was things that I didn't do that I should have done that I did not do. So the reason I'm not further along in comedy is because I failed, not because of anybody else. Some comics talk about the gatekeepers of comedy and people that's keeping them down and keeping them from getting to certain places. There may be some of that. But am I blaming them for that? No, I'm not. Now, 15, 20 years ago, yeah, I probably would have. I probably been, man, somebody's keeping me down. They're keeping me out. They're not giving me a break. But you ever stop think, at least I should have, that maybe I wasn't ready for that. Maybe I wasn't ready to receive whatever it was that I thought that I should have received. I went back and watched a tape of mine from the first time I headlined at a comedy club. And God bless his soul, Harvey Boyd let me headline his club. And he let me headline it a number of times until the place was sold. I went back and watched that very first, and I was like, you know what? I wasn't ready to do this. Yeah, he let me headline and he paid me to headline, but I wasn't ready. And maybe I'm not further along in my career than where I should be because I'm not ready. Yeah, I'm a number of things. I'm funny. I'm jovial. I'm humorous. I'm quick-witted. I've got a lot of things going for me. But maybe I'm just not there. Maybe I have not gone the extra step. Maybe I haven't did what I need to do. A lot of comics will take and pick up, they'll get a TV credit or two, pick up, move to California. And I admire them for that. And their careers still haven't went anywhere. I have not done that. I have been to California. I went to California and bombed. Oh God, I bombed so bad I should have changed my name to Ahmed. I was a terrorist. I was a comedy terrorist. And I know that's not PC, and I apologize if I offended anybody. But it was the reality. I went. And it's probably why I haven't been back, because I was afraid to fail again. Facts. No reason to lie about it. That was years ago. I have a picture. A guy took a picture of me kneeling down while I was squatting down, and I was praying with my hat in my hand. And that was a night. I have never bombed that bad before in my life, but I keep that picture as a reminder of this is how bad you have been. Everything else, this is your goal. You can never get this low again. I see my brother Reggie Chandler chimed in. He said, good point. Confession is good. Okay, confession is good. This is very true. Reggie's a very, very, very funny young man. I came up with Reggie in the comedy game back in the day. I met him when I first started comedy, when I had jokes on layaway. And he changed his life and did some things. Now he's traveling all over the country and the world telling jokes for God. And I admire him so. I called him the deacon of comedy. And he got promoted by what's his name? Joyce Myers to the bishop of comedy. So Bishop, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You're still my brother. I still love you. Hug my nephews for me, okay? So I own it. I didn't do it, and I own it. And that just goes with so many different things in life that we have to own them. We have to own the things that we didn't do. We have to own the things that we didn't say. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. Those would be, shoulda, woulda, coulda, wish I woulda, should have, all those. We're guilty. I'm guilty. Fingers pointing at me. I don't point fingers at people saying you did this, because when I point that finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at me. What I coulda, shoulda, did. I could have spent less time playing Xbox. I could have spent more time traveling the highway. But we're all guilty of something that we didn't do. And I own it. And that's the biggest part, is owning up to what it is that you didn't do. Yeah, we do. We're going to have to break bread real soon, man. Love you too, Reggie. I do. James, you make a very good point. You say we are not ready till we have to step up. Man, that is so much truth to that. There is a lot of truth to that. Because until we have to step up, we just lay back and then think about what we could have did and talk about what we could have did, but what did we actually do? So that was my answer to that young man. Because he's like, man, well, you've worked with all these wonderful people, which I have. I can't. When I got back into comedy, and back in when I first started off in comedy, I started off with guys like Sid the Entertainer, Lavelle Crawford, Andre Hamm, Reggie Chandler, uh, a lot of these guys that have gone on to have stellar uh, careers. I dropped out for 10 years. That's nobody's fault. That's me. I own that. I own all of that. That wasn't their fault. Now, should I reach back and say, hey, man, I've been knowing you since XYZ. Won't you come on and put me on? They don't owe me that. I didn't put in the work that they did. Truth. I didn't go to California with $100 in my pocket and a badly running car and try to make it. Couch surfing from couch to surfing from couch to couch or sleeping in my own vehicle. I didn't do that, and a lot of those guys did, and they made it. And then some comics went out there and they just banded together and they lived together or did whatever it was that they had to do until they was able to stand on their own feet. I didn't do that. So again, it's about accepting the responsibility for our actions and just owning it. And I do. Do I have any regrets? No, I'm too old for regrets. At this point, I believe that if it's going to happen for me, it will happen for me. But at the same time, I also have to accept the fact that if I want to do more, if I want more, I have to do more. I got to get off my ass and make it happen. So almost every day, I say almost every day, I do something to try to push my career another step forward, another step in a positive direction. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Nobody's gonna do it for me. Okay, thanks, James. I appreciate that. Yes, I did take care of my family. I did. I stepped back and I raised my children. I was there for them, and we still have a great relationship because of that. But now there's no excuses. My kids are grown and gone. And yes, now that they're grown and gone, I am pushing harder to move forward. I am. I'm uh, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm doing what I need to do. But this is what it is in life. Is we're so busy blaming others for what we didn't do or what we should have did that we thought somebody else was going to do for us. I used to tell comics all the time, no matter what it is that you do, I don't care how funny you are. Everything in life is 90% business and 10% talent. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how gifted you are. I don't care how much talent you have, it's only 10% of the pie. Because they could take somebody who's less talented than you, less brilliant than you, and move them forward if their business is on point. Getting to appointments on time, having resumes together, headshots together, whatever it is. If you're a mechanic, getting to the shop on time, having transportation to get you there, having a toolbox and knowledge, and be ready to rock and roll. That's the business. And comedy is no different. Nothing in life is anything different. Whether it's comedy, singing, dancing, being an administrative assistant, being a respiratory therapist, you got to be ready. You got to be willing to do what it takes to get you to the level that you have to be in order to be prepared to do what it is you have to do at the time that you have to do it. And if you don't do it, it's no one else's fault but yours. So, to that young man, thank you for making me think and realize and reflect because the honest to God truth is, it's nobody else's fault but my own. And I own it. I didn't do it, and I own it. So that's my message. In the interim, y'all, thank y'all for stopping by. Hit like or love. Let me know that you stopped by. I appreciate my big brother Reggie stopping in. James, I love you, Heidi. Great to see you. I appreciate everybody that stopped by and said, hey, drop the like or love. I look over here, I see Randy drop by. I saw Jeff. Hey, Ethel, I didn't see you pop in. See, that's why I say you got to leave me a comment, because otherwise I have to look over the other screen to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. But this is it. This is what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to watch Suicide Squad. Get ready for Monday. And this week, I hope you have an awesome week, a fabulous week, a spectacular week. I hope that you don't do what I have done. Do it, and then you can own it instead of not doing it, but you still got to own it. I'm Longhorn, the comedian. God bless y'all. Don't forget. Yeah. Thank God for making everything possible. Take care of yourselves, love yourselves, respect yourself, take care of them children, love them children. Yeah. Take care of our vets. Again, I'm Longhorn, the comedian. God bless y'all. $2.